We are about to start Activity 5. In that activity, you are going to develop a clear plan for something related to data interpretation. Remember, our clear plan is all about being very explicit with our instruction so that students can engage in transfer and inquiry. Now, here is an example of a clear plan for something that you might address in this module. Now, this is just an example, so I provide this to you to give you an idea of what this might look like, but your clear plan might be similar or quite different. But with your clear plan, you're first going to tell us about the standards, vocabulary, visuals, and strategies that you are going to use as you teach specific content. And then you're going to write out the dialogue. How are you going to lead by modeling? Notice this is a dialogue between a teacher and a group of students about how they are going to create bar graphs. Now, this dialogue might take a while. So we already had about half a page, a full other page, and then a little bit more. So it almost took 2 pages to explain to students how they would create bar graphs. But notice how active the students are involved in this lead by modeling. Then we get to the engage and practice. Here is an example where a teacher and students are practicing together. This is that guided practice that's so important for students. And this example is also quite long, all right? This is not an easy task to ask students to look at data and create bar graphs, so it makes sense to me that we have a pretty elaborate explanation here. And then finally we get to how are we going to ask students to apply this knowledge independently, and then what kind of data are we going to collect to make sure that we are constantly refining our data. So that was my example of the CLEAR model. It's now your opportunity to do yours. That brings us to Activity 5, where I would like you to choose something with data interpretation, whether that's bar graphs, pictographs, line plots, and develop a clear plan for helping students understand how to interpret that data.